What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Idiot's Guide to the Marvel Universe. I'm Jerome, your main sexy dude of...
Pleeka! Wow. I'm Nick.
And I'm God.
He is God.
I am Groot.
Today, boys and girls, cats and kittens, we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
That sounds bad. Who in the hell do you think you are?
And as usual, we discussed in the beginning if Hess liked it or not. So I think... I'm going to guess he maybe... Because he didn't like the first one at all. He made that pretty clear.
That's true.
I'm going to think he liked this one better than the first one, but not much. Because this one is fun. It's got a good like father-son story. Drax is fucking hilarious in this Dave Bautista. You got cute little baby Groot over there.
I am Groot.
So I feel like there's a lot more to like in this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna guess that he liked it, but just a little bit more than the first.
Okay, I think he liked it. I don't know that it's like up very high, but I think because now like the characters aren't weird to him. Now he knows who they are. I don't know. And it surprised me how much I liked it, so I'm just going for it. I think Hess liked it.
I'm just going for it.
It doesn't think you have much to say about it.
It's funny the way you said it. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it better than the first one.
Oh wow, I'm glad. Was it because of?
I am Groot.
I mean, there were just I don't know. I just like the storyline better. I think.
Yeah, I really like the story of this one. The first one's to me a fun movie, but I really like this story.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I just
Kind
think
of
you're
surprised.
I just think like the first time you watched it, you're like, "What the fuck are these people?" And then like
Maybe.
Now-
Yeah, but see, I didn't understand that because you could do that with any of these movies. You could have done that with Doctor Strange. It introduces you, every one of these movies introduces you to new characters unless it's a sequel.
Yeah,
So to me, that argument, I think that's just
it's
an
not really an
excuse.
argument. But I'm saying he could have done it with Doctor Strange, but I think as he watches more and more of these movies, he's not going to do that.
So the story, so Hess liked the story. The villain, Ego, the living planet. It's fun. We got Kurt Russell as the villain, and you're happy. You know, last time we watched Guardians of the Galaxy, you asked if we're gonna find out who his dad was, and we did. It's Kurt Russell.
We did.
Do you think? I know you guys haven't really seen it, or if you have, it hasn't been a while. But him driving the blue Mustang at the beginning. Do you think that was a little Death Proof reference, or is it just because I just watched that? But him driving that in the beginning, and he's evil too. I was like, I wonder, is that Death Proof?
You know what? There was a Tombstone reference I thought too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Which, like with James Gunn, you never know.
Because he said, I forget the word he says, but in Tombstone, the girl says it to him, and then she explains what it means, and he goes, "I know what it means," and he actually says it to Star-Lord.
Oh.
So I was like, I wonder,
which is funny too, because
now I can't remember what the fucking word
I
is.
bet Star-Lord would be a fan of Tombstone too. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if he referenced it at some point.
I mean, he likes David Hasselhoff, for fuck's sake.
You know,
Yeah.
who doesn't like David Hasselhoff?
He's not relevant.
I don't know. Watch a SpongeBob movie, and that might change your mind.
No, not watching those.
This fucking bug keeps flying around me and landing on my mic. It's like this big, and I just see him crawling on here like he's gonna get in my mouth.
Maybe he wants to.
Well, you do like to eat bugs. So.
I don't eat bugs.
How many bugs have you eaten in your life?
Like 3, and every single time has been your fault.
That's not true.
I've seen a video of you eating flavored crickets.
Okay, one time was my mom.
So 4.
4 times. I
Yeah.
made the other one up. So do you have any Hess questions?
So with is Thanos Nebula's dad?
He's
Yeah.
Nebula and Gamora's dad, but like it's
Okay,
like
he
he adopted them. Like
he didn't fuck their mom.
He didn't. Yeah,
Okay.
he didn't come in anybody to make him. He stole them actually. Now
Yeah.
he doesn't have the adoption papers.
So that's who she's referencing as like he replaced parts of her body as every time.
He turned her
Okay.
into like the cyborg thing that she is.
Yeah.
Which, isn't
That's
that,
what I thought.
Isn't that so? I mean, it's just like and her body gets back together.
Yeah.
It's
That's
so
fucking
neat.
cool.
I don't know how
Right,
they do
cool.
You know
that.
what's funny? I referenced that I like this. I like this movie way more than I did the last time we rewatched everything.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite person in the movie is Chris Pratt. I love Chris Pratt. I love anything he does. He's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I was bored with his story, and I cared about everybody else. I cared about Nebula. I cared about.
Oh, you were bored with
Drax.
him?
Not bored, but like didn't care
Mm-hmm.
about him and Ego. I was
you
more
know what? I
concerned.
think it's because you never played catch with me. So
I've played
you
catch
couldn't-
with you.
you-
Well,
you
I would
couldn't-
throw it, and then you have to go chase it because you can't catch
if
it.
anything, you threw the balls at me.
That's true.
So I think that maybe if we play catch after this, you might relate
You
to
want to
that.
have a catch?
Oh, what?
Never mind.
Is that like a sex reference? You're trying to fuck me?
Nah, it's filled with dreams.
Whoa.
But so do you have any other Hess
Ooh.
questions?
I don't think so. Do we see the gold bitches again?
No, but
Guardians 3.
There hasn't been another Guardians yet, so they probably will be in Guardians 3. But I don't believe they show up in anything else.
Did you think the
They
gold?
weren't in the first one, were they?
No, just this one.
Do you think the gold bitch looked like Sansa Stark?
Yeah, the main one.
No, I didn't think so.
Oh, really?
God, I
me,
thought it
me,
looked
me and
just
me and him
like her.
constantly. When we first saw it for a second, we were like, "Is that no?" we didn't know if that she was in this.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I thought. Did you think Ego looked like Captain America?
No, but I think his son might.
Oh, okay.
Trivia.
Trivia!
Oh, you know what I just realized? I lied last week. I made it and I never put it on here.
Made what?
I had when we get to the review game, I made a theme song and just forgot to put it on the soundboard, and it's too late
You
now.
are a
That's-
fucking ding
So
dong.
next week, keeping the anticipation going. Next week.
You can just plug it in though, can't you?
Yeah, but I have to do something to it.
Oh,
so
that's
it'll,
fine.
It'll be next week for sure. If it's not, you guys can both spank me.
If it's not, I'm gonna cut your fucking dick and balls off. Because you
I'd-
said
At the
last
same,
week, you said next week it'll be here. It'll be on the pod. I
But to be
promise.
fair, did either one of you remember that I said that?
no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hess
I want to know. Would you cut his
I was
dick and
looking
balls off
forward
at the
to
same
it.
time, or would you cut them off like?
I'm gonna get fucking Drax's two fucking little sword things, and I'm gonna shing right off
You
the
know,
fucking.
you know what he's gonna do too? If it starts taking him some time too, he's gonna go,
I got this all day.
It wouldn't take very long.
and then he cuts him, and I go,
Mm.
trivia. According to visual effects artists, Ego's planet contains 1 trillion polygons, and at the time of the film's release, was the biggest visual effect ever made,
Wow.
Mm.
which is pretty impressive. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on this planet. It's like the whole place is completely CGI, except for maybe a few pieces here or there, like when she cuts the.
Yeah.
I like the bubbles that are floating up when they first get there. and
Yeah.
shit.
Did you guys think? Which I can't. Maybe I'll just put in a clip here. With those little bubble suits that they have on that hurts Drax's nipples.
Oh yeah.
Did that look like Zoltan?
Oh yeah, I did a little bit.
Sultan!
Like a
That
newer
shit was
style.
hilarious.
As soon as I saw that, I imagined Hess
When-
when we did Do Where's My Car, and he yelled Zoltan probably 100 times.
Yeah.
That
I do,
And,
yeah.
and once in a while, just yell it anyways.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
he used to yell that sometimes when we played Warzone.
I think I introduced myself as Zoltan once too, randomly.
I think you did actually.
Yeah.
This one's kind of fun. James Gunn choreographed the Baby Groot dance and was the motion capture for it as well. So the little opening of Baby Groot, which is one of my favorite scenes, best opening I think of any Marvel movie.
It's pretty funny because you're watching Baby Groot dance, but you're trying to see the
Yeah,
action.
like in the background is all blurry. That's funny too,
Oh.
because like that's in every movie. It's like the big action scene, no one cares, so you get a little dancing Groot there.
I have to tell you this.
Okay.
Okay. I meant to lead with this cold open. So I watched this right on Apple TV on Disney. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I start the movie. All right. So I'm watching it and it's playing as normal. But then all of a sudden here comes this fucking commentary.
commentary.
And it's like, yeah. But just wait. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is weird. I'm like, maybe this is just for the intro. Because it was like, so they're all fighting that whatever pig looking octopus thing. And
pig-looking octopus thing.
and it's like legit describing, like you can still hear the music, you can still hear them talking, but there's like a British guy and he's like Drax grabs his swords and runs towards the thing. Like it's describing it. And it's just like, what the fuck is this?
What button did you
So
hit?
like,
I
didn't hit
think
anything.
me and Taylor have accidentally turned that on Amazon once on a movie, and the whole time it's like slowly walking down the stairs.
Yes.
And we're like, what the fuck
Yes.
is happening? Is this what the movie's like? We watched it for like 30
so
minutes.
I
like that.
literally watched it for about 45 minutes
Oh
because
my
I was just like,
God.
I was like, oh, I go, maybe this is just part of it, you know? And then after 45 minutes, I was like, this is definitely not a thing.
That's,
so like,
that's why he liked this one. He was getting it described to him as he's watching
Oh!
it. Oh,
So I
Rocket stole the batteries.
So I legit backed out of the fucking movie, went into Iron Man 3, started Iron Man 3, scrolled to the middle, and the motherfucker was describing Iron Man 3. So I was like, well, I don't know, got to figure out what the fuck's going on here.
That's so funny.
I like on Apple TV, there, if you scroll down on the little remote, it brings down a thing. Abby had on fucking commentary for whatever reason.
Jerome's done that on his Xbox about 12 times.
I did that while we were playing Warzone one time, and then I accidentally turned on somehow where if you hit the triggers, it zooms in your screen.
Yeah.
So Nick's like, snap that guy, and I'm like, I can't, I'm frozen, I'm zooming in.
But yeah, so I watched this for the first 45 minutes of this with fucking commentary describing literally everything that was going on.
I love how you just thought it was part of the movie.
That is so fun. No, but I get that, because when it happens, you're like, oh, this is weird. But like, it seems to fit so well.
It's kind of a goofy movie, like not goofy movie, but it's like, it's a goofy movie compared to Marvel, I think, in my opinion. Like,
I get that.
No, yeah, for sure.
Like meant to be more fun or whatever. So
I mean, literally,
I'm like, maybe
Deadpool, the Once Upon a Deadpool, whatever they did, the Christmas thing. He's telling a story. I could see something like that in there.
Yeah, but it wasn't Deadpool talking.
Yeah, you could just do a little British dude. Especially a British dude makes it sound like it's like a little fairy tale that they're telling you.
Yeah.
Oh, this is important. It's from a British guy.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
if it was robotic, I think you'd pick up
I'm
on
sure
it right
you
away.
didn't text us. Is this the narrator the whole time?
Well, it's funny
We'd be like,
because
what the fuck?
it's funny because I was going to, and then I was like, it'll be. I just thought it was for that opening scene at first, because like Groot's dancing and the music's playing and shit, and you can kind of see what's going on in the background, and then it like tricked my mind because legit, obviously, it was like describing it perfectly as a tenth of a second before it would happen, he would say, and Drax rolls up against Groot as he dances, and then he would fucking roll into Groot, and then
this guy's
Groot,
fucking
and it was like
seeing the future.
And he was like, and Groot freezes, and then it was just like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Do you remember?
This must just be like a cuckoo intro or something.
Do you remember what the guy said when the lady's like, "Oh, maybe you could show me your ways of how to," how he was describing that? What was he saying?
It was just saying that it did when they talked. It didn't talk.
Oh, so
it just described movement.
Oh, okay,
and stuff like that. Yeah, it was so weird. I was.
What would happen if you watched porn?
I was just gonna say that. If you watched a porno, can you imagine? He insets his penis into the woman's vagina.
I mean, I don't know.
He ejaculates all over her face.
Yeah, it was just so weird. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is crazy.
That's funny. So back to the trivia. Baby Groot, confirmed by James Gunn on Twitter. Baby Groot is the offspring of Groot. He's Groot's son from the first movie.
Son of Groot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which we talked about last podcast because Hess was asking.
But I just want to bring up, so he's the son of Groot. I thought he was just another Groot. But
I thought he was just another
I didn't realize
Groot
it was his child. Seems like a pretty fucked up way to have kids.
Well, maybe he banged a tree.
Maybe. In between scenes.
Yeah.
Michael Rooker fell asleep while they were filming his eulogy scene.
Oh, that's hilarious.
They're all talking about him. He just.
Were you surprised when Rocky showed up?
Yeah, I was surprised.
You got Rocky, the little robot head. There's Miley Cyrus.
Ving Rhames. Right?
I forgot Miley Cyrus was one of those things.
Yeah. And then the guy from Hit and Run, I can't think of his name. Michael Rosenbaum. He's the glass dude.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed each one was something. I recognized, obviously, I didn't recognize Miley Cyrus, but I did recognize Ving Rhames.
But their group with Yondu.
Sylvester.
In the comics, they're the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
I know, I was fucking mad that Yondu died.
You wanted to recast his ass last time.
I mean, I still like the guy.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he wanted to recast him with Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
It's not like he was like,
no,
this guy sucks.
Yeah.
He's like, but everybody says too, hey, is he going to be in 3? He's going to be in 3, blah, blah, to James Gunn. And he's like, if he is, it's a flashback because he's dead. And if I bring him back, that's stupid.
I agree.
Which I agree. You gotta make the deaths count.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually feel bad for him.
Well, yeah, because he's actually, and then you learn, he actually saved this kid's life.
He might have killed 1,000 other kids, but yeah, he
didn't know.
He knew.
He didn't know. Did you get that?
Yeah, do you see all
Oh,
this
I
stuff?
did it with my right eye again.
I still love Rocket.
I do too.
Like, he
He
just
is
steals the
fucking
batteries,
funny.
and he's just like, yeah, but they just steal the batteries.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Review game. Dun, 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 dun.
See, that's what I thought you had the music for, but we'll just listen to you.
It was for that, but
Oh,
It
you
was-
said
I had an intro for that made.
Mm.
So next week. Remember, so I'll remind you guys of the rules because we change them every week. So you guys shout out the answer first.
not second.
No, if you say it second, you don't get a point.
Okay.
So you shout it out. Whoever says it first gets the point. If you
Guardians!
Before you shout it out, each of you can ask for one quote from the movie if you'd like,
Oh, wow.
as a hint.
I like it when you just make up.
That rule's added
He-
last one.
It's like the
Maybe,
challenge.
maybe watch the podcast. That was last episode.
He legit did just say, we change them every week.
I
We
know.
do change it every week. And if anything changes, I'll remind them all again. But that's all I remember. So shout it out. You can ask for a quote. First answer
Wow.
wins.
Can I ask for a specific quote?
No, you can't. You can't. Like, that's 16 minutes and 32 seconds. What'd they say? I won't know that.
You'd really be on your toes.
It's true. So 2 stars. Bad Iron Man movie. What is this shit?
What? Bad Iron Man
Iron Man
movie,
2.
What is?
Nope. You could ask for a quote. The thing, the guy gave it 2 stars. Bad Iron Man movie. What is this shit?
Bad Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
What is this shit?
Mm-hmm.
They
What?
got like a 33% chance.
Yeah.
Wow, not
Can I
So,
get
so,
a-
so
can-
Nick said Iron
Yeah.
Man 2. It's not that. So it's either one or 3.
Yeah. I get it. Can I get a quote, please?
A quote. Oh fuck.
He doesn't know.
Here we go.
Hold on. I'm trying to
You
think.
you could just Google it, like
You can say
Iron Man, blah 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 quotes.
I was trying to think. Oh, I got the perfect one. Ole, 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 ole.
Iron Man 3.
Yep.
Jeez.
The Mandarin, when he's down there, he's watching the soccer game. Hess gets a point.
Wow, this has gone south quick.
All right. Oh, I think I just sucked in that bug.
5. He's now eaten 5 bugs in his life.
Oh my god, something just shot down my throat.
It's gonna be a 10-minute ordeal. He's
Yeah.
gonna have to go puke.
It's protein.
Just need a little Red Bull to wash it down.
Yeah.
Could you
Oh,
feel
that
it's like little
that
feet
felt- I don't
on
know.
your
Something
tongue?
hit the back of my throat, and it really was shocking.
Maybe it was.
You weren't even
Groot
sucking a
jizz.
dick.
Could have been Groot jizz. Oh,
Do you-
gross.
Did you just turn your head around or you got a do-rag on?
That'd be funny. All of a sudden, he pulls out a do-rag in the middle of the show.
Yeah, it's RP DMX, man. Love you, brother.
3 stars. Nowhere near as good as the first film. I like the
Guardians
series.
2.
Holy shit! Yeah, boom. He's on his fucking A game today. He was looking up these reviews beforehand. Didn't even have to finish the review. All right, wait for Nick to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't shout it out and spill over the table.
I'm not going to interrupt you like Hess did.
You might want to if you get 3.5 stars. I really like this movie because it's different than anything else MCU has put out. It unique is exactly what he said. It unique and it portrays blank. Sorry, I put blank. That fucked me up. It portrays blank perfectly. The perfect mix
Doctor
of.
Strange.
Yeah, wow. You guys really get it right when you interrupt me. So it's 1, 2.
3, 4.
Oh, it's heating up. You guys feel this heat?
Do you shiver when you get heated up?
A little bit.
It's weird.
Yeah. 3 stars. Better than the first. Chris really carried.
Guardians
2.
I beat you.
He did.
I said it first.
What?
I'd say go back. to
100%.
100% what?
we're
I
gonna,
said it before you.
I say we're gonna have to do a tiebreaker. I don't know what the tiebreaker is though.
Unless audio skipped, I said Guardians 2 before you said Guardians 2.
See, I was hoping the Chris would make you guys be like, "Oh, it could be Captain America," but no, you guys went
No.
straight to the right answer.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think. What's a good Alexa? I need a tiebreaker.
Just flip a
Are you
coin.
trying to shop for tiebreaker?
Oh, my
What'd she
Lord.
say?
You trying to shop for tiebreaker?
He needs time to shop for it or something.
Are you trying to shop for tiebreaker?
Shut the fuck up, Alexa. Pick a number between 1 and 10. Well, no, not yet. Actually, hold on. Wait, I gotta tell them to pick a number first.
I don't understand.
Okay, you guys pick a number between 1 and 10. Okay.
You confused the living dog shit out of her.
Why don't you just have her
So-
flip a coin?
I will. Okay. Hess, heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay. Alexa, flip a coin.
You got tails.
Oh, point for Hess.
I want you to watch this podcast. I said it first.
I will, because I'll have to edit it.
He'll make a tweet out of it
So it's
or TikTok out of it.
So it's 3-1.
Come on. Yeah.
You could get the. Oh, there's one left.
Yeah, I'm losing.
This one's a fun one, anyways.
It's okay. I gotta lose once in a while.
This one's pretty easy. 3.5 stars. Paul Rudd is the man.
Ant-Man.
Yeah, there you go. 2-3.
That's
Hess
it.
wins.
What was that?
That's confetti. You'll see it in the video.
Oh, okay.
You guys can't tell. Special effects. We got a big budget on the show.
Big budget. Big budget.
Just wait till Hess pulls out his cock. I got to blur it. Big budget. Stanley cameo. This one is actually a kind of neat one, to be honest.
Isn't there two?
Technically two,
There's
because
two.
it's in the end credits.
Yeah.
But he's with the Watchers, and he's telling them about all his other cameos.
Yeah.
So technically, kind of seems like he's a Watcher as well. And the Watchers, if you don't, Tess probably doesn't know, but anybody else that doesn't know, they like watch all of Marvel, and they like watch the timelines and other
And the
worlds and
multiverse,
all,
right?
the multiverse and all that.
Yeah.
And in the new What If show that's coming out, Bernard from Westworld is a Watcher, and he's like the narrator of the show, which is pretty neat.
Wow.
I listen to Bernard and Marvel.
Yeah, it's like a fucking...
Bernarvel. What a dweeb.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Maybe Nick won now, huh? How about that?
Oh, that means gonna get...
Brother, you look ravishing.
Best and worst scene. I'll just read a couple I wrote down here, which is actually quite a bit, more than a couple. I got the I got the intro. I got the gold people fighting like video games. I like that. Like it's like them playing like Galaga and shit. I got Did you make a penis?
Did you make a penis?
Dude,
What is wrong with you?
If he's a planet, how could he make a baby with your mother? He would smush her.
Yeah.
I really liked when Drax. Did you make a penis?
That
And
was-
like Drax, and he's like, well, I mean, a planet can't fuck your mom. The prison break scene's really good. Nebula versus Gamora when she's flying in, that's really cool looking. It's almost like Mad Maxy looking when they're on Ego's planet and she comes in. And I got Ego being a villain reveal, which is really cool when he tells Quill that he put the tumor in his mom's head and all that, and he's like, what? And
Why would he say that? I mean, he could have literally done everything.
yeah, he could have just not told him that, and he would have been on his side.
Exactly.
I mean, his name's Ego.
That's true. But then lastly, it's not really a best scene, but Yondu's death, and then everybody coming back to say hi and all that was kind of fun.
I liked it when Rocket was like fighting everybody in the forest too.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, and then boom, they're flying up and down and shit.
Yeah.
I like that. I like when he tricks him.
And then Yondu catches him at the end.
Yeah.
It kind of shows what a badass Yondu is.
I think it doesn't like he hears the whistle and he's like, shit.
Or when they're fucking trying to get the fin and they send fucking.
That is good.
I almost said Baby Yoda. That'd be a different.
Oh shit,
different
Baby Yoda.
Baby Groot.
He comes back with the thumb or the toe and he's like, please tell me you guys have it. And he's like, nope.
All right, let's
No,
not
we
talk
don't.
about this ever again.
That was funny.
Yondu and Rocket were a really good combo.
Yeah,
No more though.
No.
it's true. You know, it's so weird if you watch any of the behind the scenes. I can't think of his name. You know the guy it's like Yondu's little pal.
Oh, yeah,
all the time? That's James Gunn's brother,
Oh yeah. I knew
and
that.
he plays Rocket the whole movie as well. So he's like crawling around on the floor doing shit, and like when Drax is petting him at the end of Guardians 1, he's petting that dude's head.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's so
I think his
weird.
name, I think it's Sean Gunn.
Yeah, I thought one of my the funniest ones to me was like who's the tentacle bitch?
Mantis.
Yeah, when she was like, "Oh, can I pet your
You pet your,
and he's
pet your
like,
weird puppy.
He's like, yeah, and then he just starts busting up laughing.
Dave Bautista was fucking hilarious in this.
I really thought he was.
Well, it was funny too when she's like, "Oh, you're in love with her," and then he just starts laughing. Do me.
I like when he's like, "Oh, you're hideous."
I about spit my drink out when he said he had sensitive nipples.
Yeah, that's so good. And I like too when he gets it on his security, he's like, "My nipples!"
Yeah.
As he's flying away.
Fucking goddamn.
I remember it killed everybody in the theaters, including me.
Mantis, look out!
But so next we got, unless you guys have more best scenes, superhero of the movie, which is best actor. I put Dave Bautista because he just.
I'll give it to Dave too.
I loved him the whole movie.
Or Yondu. I like Yondu
I was
a
gonna-
lot too.
Yeah, Michael Rooker is awesome.
I would say Yondu, but Dave Bautista too.
His name's Michael Rooker.
I mean that whistle.
Yeah, it's weird that I said one character and one actor, but fuck off.
Like that whistle arrow is like damn near unstoppable.
Yeah, that thing's insane. I love that scene too when this just going through everywhere in the prison break part.
Well, it shows what a badass he is because he kills everybody, and then they give it to Sean Gunn, if that's his name. I
Yeah.
don't know
Oh,
if I trust
Yeah.
her.
in the end credit scene, and it hits its tracks.
Yeah, like it just shows that it's not easy to work.
Wait, that's he does it with his heart. And he can't say it because he got covered, but he films it. He shoots it around with his heart,
Yeah.
which feels like if you get angry, I feel like you're not putting a lot of heart.
Sounded
into
like
that.
he whistled it, but heart, whatever. Maybe his heart whistles.
That's how it goes around.
How'd that go?
End credit scenes quite a bit in this fucking movie.
No, like
30
5.
of them. 30 of them.
I remember there being 8. Is there a different movie that has a bunch as well?
I don't know, because
Or is this the only one that? Because this has 5. I remember there being a movie with 8 end credit scenes.
there's 5, but I wouldn't even like the one we just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
There's
is
little
that,
snips.
yeah, it's almost. I mean, it was just almost just like a part of the movie almost.
Yeah, I like to in the credits for a lot of the names. After that first, it says "I am Groot" and then replaces
Yeah.
it with the real thing.
Yeah.
But I'll just jump through these real quick. You can interrupt me if you have something to say about him. Kraglin is practicing his arrow, and he hits Dave Bautista. We got I called them the Sylvester Guardians.
Oh my
'Cause
god.
You got all them hanging out, and they're like,
with Tweety.
we're gonna do some missions. Oh, maybe. Then we get the reveal of Adam Warlock. They've been teasing a bunch, and then James Gunn's like, I don't even know if he'll be in the third movie, which sure he probably will be. We got Teenage Groot, which Teenage Groot is some of my favorite. We get so much more of Teenage Groot coming up too, but I love when he's like, I am good,
Yeah.
and then he's like, oh, I'm lame, huh? You know what's lame? And just goes off on him.
I think it's funny. That's all he says is "I am Groot" in just a different tone and way.
The best part is when Yondu's about to die and they give him when he gives him the things to save Quill, and Baby Groot goes, "I am Groot," and he's like, "What did he say?" And he's like,
Oh.
"He said we're welcome to the Guardians of the freaking galaxy," but he didn't say freaking.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I would love to hear him be like,
Uh,
"Welcome to the
and
Guardians
then-
of the galaxy."
And then when they're blasting off, he's like, "Remind me, I need to talk to you about your language."
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have. Do I have the cap language? I don't think I do.
Well, it's just like
Oh, I do.
just like in the beginning of the movie, he's like beating the shit out of those little animals, and it did not look at you funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also like too when their ship's crashing and Baby Groot's just sitting there eating like M&Ms or something.
Yeah.
And then lastly, we got the rest of the Stan Lee cameo, and the Watchers are over his stories. That's us. Them
Yeah.
walking away is us at the end of every Marvel
I
movie.
can see that.
We got it, Stan Lee. You were a FedEx guy. Cool. Tony Stank. Awesome. Can you imagine if they had to do those every episode of like WandaVision or Falcon and the Winter Soldier or something?
Jesus.
So it's ranking time. I'm not gonna have to. I'm just gonna my top 3 because this is in my top 3. I got from bottom to top my top 3: Guardians 2, Civil War. So this is my number 2.
So, oh really?
Yeah,
Jesus.
I don't have my list with me. I forgot to bring my other phone up.
I don't
so-
have your list updated, but
Uh,
I'm sure you can kind of guess where it's at. Is it?
It's above the other one. It's above the first.
Well, I
Guardians.
could tell you where that was. The first one was underneath Age of Ultron and above Iron Man 2 for you. The first one was. So if you just want to put it above that fits in there for
Yeah.
you.
Which is
that
weird because you
works.
acted like you hated it, but you loved Iron Man 2.
Well, but because they only get better. So it's not like he's saying Iron Man 2 is a bad movie. It's just some of these other ones are so much better.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, but like, when I went back, because he told me to put in the clip of him saying he didn't actually like Iron. He liked it, but he still said the first one was so much better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I went back.
Oh, it
to
was
the
Iron Man 3 you loved, huh?
Yeah, which I like that one a
I
lot
really
too.
am.
Although actually, I get. Oh no, you put. I was
So
like, I
what-
guess I didn't. It's at the very bottom, but that's your list.
Yeah, that's my list.
Mine's a couple high. But so Hess is, if it's correct, unless he's changed anything underneath Age of Ultron that we're not remembering, which we'll find out next week. It's underneath Age of Ultron, but above Guardians 1 for him.
Yeah.
I have it 9th. So I have Civil War, Winter Soldier, Guardians, Avengers, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, then Guardians 2.
Yeah. And so now our next movie, and he has to be in a good mood for this. He's maybe have Abby Malcolm a little bit.
Malcolm?
Wow.
Malcolm X. We're watching Spider-Man: Homecoming.
I'm excited.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
which
about
isn't
that.
on Disney Plus. But did you hear about the new Sony deal that they just got?
No.
They made a deal with Netflix that I think starting 2022. I'm not positive. Any movie with that, as soon as it leaves theaters, goes straight to Netflix from Sony,
Oh, wow.
and that includes Spider-Man. So no Disney Plus for those still,
Mm,
because even though Marvel makes them, they're borrowing them from Sony, so it's still a Sony movie.
right.
But so all the Spider-Mans will be on Netflix.
That doesn't help Hess.
Yeah, not yet. But you're gonna buy it, and we said he could borrow it.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
And by borrow, I mean he can log into Amazon and watch it.
Did I already buy it?
No, we don't have it. I don't
It's
think.
Ant-Man and
Could we watched them on
Thor.
Stars last time?
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Spider-Man: Homecoming's next. I love that movie.
I like it too.
I like all the Spider-Mans. Pretty much from here, the rest of the movies. I mean, we've already said that for a while, but it's just gonna like kind of keep replacing my top. I feel like.
What's left?
We
Spider-Man,
got
Black Panther.
Spider-Man, Black Panther, Thor: Ragnarok, Avengers: Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, and Endgame, and Spider-Man: Far From Home. Ending with that, and then by the time we're at Spider-Man: Far From Home, I think Black Widow will be out, so we can watch that one actually new-ish. That'll be probably a few weeks old by the time we get to there. So that'll be it'll be semi-relevant on that, unless they reference WandaVision or something.
I'll be fully vaccinated, so might just go see that in the theater.
Oh, and then afterwards he can come over here and we'll all blow each other about it.
Yeah,
Well.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's weird. That one takes place, I believe, right after either Civil War or Winter Soldier. I can't remember because it's a flashback, you know.
Oh, I thought it was way before that.
But I think it's multiple time periods. But it's in between there. It's when she's on like her hiatus. You know, when they like walk away and Samuel Jackson puts on the glasses and shit.
Is she gonna be like a Russian spy?
She is. And you don't watch Stranger
I know
Things,
she
never
is,
mind.
but like, is that what the movie's gonna be about? When like her going and being a fucking spy?
I think partly, yeah, I think so.
That'd be kind of cool.
And I think it goes into her backstory of how she became the Black Widow. Like in the little, you know, they gave you like tiny hints in Avengers: Age of Ultron, like that little.
That's a
school she's at or whatever.
That's a pretty cool nickname.
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
We can start calling you that if you want.
Her sister's Tarantula.
Nah.
Would you rather be called
Yeah.
Tarantula?
No, that's gay.
Your dad's Daddy Longlegs.
You're full of shit.
Wow. Hello.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment down below if you think Hess has a humongous penis. And we'll see you guys next week for Spider-Man: Homecoming.